Learning Spanish for Beginners podcast, session 43. How to learn Spanish fast using the 80-20 principle. Hola, welcome to a new session of Learning Spanish for Beginners podcast. In this session, we will learn how to use the 80-20 principle to learn Spanish faster and avoid common mistakes. Today's episode is brought to you by 15-minute Spanish crash course for beginners. Would you like to speak conversational Spanish with confidence in real life? You can get a 7-day free trial with daily quick video lessons for beginners at SpanishForYourJob.com/beginners. The 15-minute Spanish crash course for beginners focuses on simple conversational Spanish you can learn quickly without having to memorize lots of confusing conjugations to get started. Get your 7-day free trial with daily 15-minute video lessons for beginners at SpanishForYourJob.com/beginners. Here it is one more time. SpanishForYourJob.com/beginners. Okay, let's get started. The 80-20 principle, also known as the Pareto principle, is often applied in business and manufacturing, but it can also be used to learn languages faster. In his book, The 80-20 Principle, The Secret to Achieving More with Less, Richard Koch explains that the 80-20 principle shows that a small percentage of inputs or efforts often produces the majority of results. The author explains that in many areas of life and business, roughly 80% of outcomes come from 20% of inputs, such as 80% of progress coming from 20% of effort. The key insight is not that the numbers must always exactly be 80 and 20, because the percentages can change, but that the results are highly imbalanced. That's what's important, that the results are in balance, effort and results. By identifying and focusing on the few things that create the greatest impact, we can work more effectively and achieve better results with less effort. When it comes to learning Spanish, the 80-20 principle can help you in two main ways. Number one, you can focus on learning the few things that matter most to learn Spanish faster, which we will cover in this guide. Number two, you can avoid the most common problems and avoid wasting time and effort. One of the most common problems to avoid is trying to learn the wrong tenses at the wrong time. The most common example of this is trying to learn the preterite tense in Spanish too early, as it is highly irregular for the most common verbs. This makes the process unnecessarily frustrating when you're getting started and causes many students to quit. Instead of trying to learn the preterite tense, start by using the present perfect to talk about things that happened in the past. The present perfect is more predictable and much easier to learn when you're getting started. By the way, if you would like to learn Spanish faster by learning the 100 most common words in spoken Spanish, you can visit SpanishForYourJob.com/common words, where you will find a list of the most common words used in spoken Spanish. To access the list of most common words, you can visit SpanishForYourJob.com/common words. Also, if you would like to review a text version of this session, you can access a PDF transcript at learningspanishforbeginners.com/43. Thanks for listening to Learning Spanish for Beginners podcast. If you enjoyed this, please leave a review and share it with one friend who also wants to learn more Spanish. See you next time. Hasta la próxima.